Hey guys, my name is Julie Agnew and I really just want to talk to you today about choosing the right foundation colour for your skin and how we can make sure that you are using the right colour, because so many of us are actually wearing completely the wrong shade for our skin, and in actual fact a lot of us don't even know what the undertones to our skin are, and the undertones are what actually determine potentially what colour you are going to need to use. Now, at the same time as doing that, I just want to talk to you as well about getting the most out of your products and just a little bit about some of the products that I use as well, along with my foundation. Now, I've had my makeup on all day. It's the evening here where I am. It's about 6 o'clock in the evening. I've had this makeup on since 7 o'clock this morning. A long day. But look, my foundation is pretty much still in place, apart from where I've had my glasses on. I blow my nose a little bit, but if you look at my skin, my foundation really hasn't budged. I've still got a great coverage, and that is down to wearing a primer. Now, I use our Touch Glorious Primer every single day without fail, and what the primer does is it acts as a barrier between your skin and your makeup, so that your makeup doesn't sink into your pores, into your fine lines and wrinkles, God forbid if you've got those. It makes sure that you don't need to use as much product. It helps your product last longer and go further as well, so it's going to save you money in the long run. It's also going to make sure that your makeup is waterproof and sweatproof, and so you're not going to have a slidey makeup face, as I like to call it. You know, if you go to the gym or it's raining outside, a primer is a must in your makeup bag, girls. If you don't have one, you are certainly missing a trick. Now, there are 3 little tests that you can take to try and establish what your foundation colour is, and I have learnt this from the amazing Jenny Peterson, who is a Black status presenter in America, and this is amazing. If you don't know what colour foundation you should be using or what your undertones are, then you can take these 3 simple tests. So the first test that you want to take is you want to find out what colour the veins are on the inside of your wrist. Now, go out into natural light and have a look. Have a look and see what colour those veins are on the inside of your wrist. If your veins are green, then you are a warm yellow undertone, okay? If your veins are bluey in colour, then you are probably a cool pink undertone. If your veins are a mixture of those two, or you really can't tell, then you are neutral. That's the undertone really for that, okay? The second test that we can take is to basically think about whether we tan easily or whether we burn easily in the sun. Now, if you tan really easily, then again, you are a yellow undertone. If you burn really easily, then you have got pinky tones to your skin, so you're cool. If you tan and burn, then you are neutral. So quite simple steps to take that you probably would have never thought of to try and work out what your undertones are. Now, obviously we want to make sure that we are using the right colour for our skin, because what we don't want is that tide mark. Our face is maybe yellow or orange and our neck maybe is a lot paler, and I know I've been there, I've done that, I've bought the t-shirt. In terms of foundation and concealer, I use our Touch Mineral Liquid foundation. This basically is so lightweight. This is what I'm wearing on my face at the moment. I use it in velour. It's a liquid that sets to a really light powder when it goes on. It just doesn't feel cakey, which I know when I've used quite a lot of other brands before, sometimes I can feel like I'm absolutely covered in makeup because I need super coverage, and so I feel like I've got to cake it on. Not with this. It's so lightweight, you won't even realize that you've got it on, and it just lasts such a long time. It's going to stay on your face. Now, I use our liquid foundation brush to apply it as well, or sometimes I'll use a wet blending board. It doesn't really matter, but for me, this is what I use. This is how I get the best out of my product as well. I put 5 little drops on this brush, dot it on my face, either side, and then I blend it in. I make sure that I'm blending underneath my chin and that I'm blending up into my hairline as well, because I really don't want those tidal waves, those tide waves, whatever they're called, tide marks. I can't even speak today, but you know, hey ho, I'm a real person. I make mistakes, but I'm going to carry on rolling anyway. So that brings me on to the third test that we can take to find out what our undertones are. Now, if you love gold jewellery and you can rock gold colours in your jewellery, you are going to have probably warm undertones to your skin. If you love silvers and white golds and you look amazing in those, you are probably cool in your undertones. If you can rock both, and if you can rock the shiz out of both, then you have probably got neutral undertones. So 3 simple tests that you can take if you really don't have a clue what your undertones are and you're really unsure whether you're wearing the right foundation colour. Take those 3 little tests and hopefully that should help. But if you're still unsure after that, then all I need you to do is send me a naked face picture in natural light and I can work it out for you. So I hope this helps. I'm excited for you to either discover that you are in fact wearing the right colour, or that maybe you're not quite wearing the right colour and you are going to be wearing the right colour going forward. Mwah! Lots of love to you all.